Hi guys. I'm Dr. Geetika here, medical director and founder of Isaac Labs. I'm a cosmetic dermatologist and today I'm doing a live DIY session for all of you. So as we are locked down in our houses, I'm sure all of us are trying something new every day on our skin. And in case you are losing on the options and you want to try something new, I'm going to prepare some excellent DIYs with you today. So my first DIY is with green tea. So we all have green tea in our house, and we know that green tea is an excellent source of antioxidants and nutrition. It can also depuff and also give you the nourishment that you want. You can actually freeze the green tea bags, they use green tea bags in your freezer and use them on your eyes to relax because you're using a lot of media these days, and you can actually just put them on your eyes to relax them. That will not only help depuffing, but it will also give that nourishment to your eyes. But what I'm going to tell you is something very different. So here I'm using all this excellent stuff, and out of that I'm using matcha tea. So matcha tea has been very well known for over years together, which has this matcha tea extract. So matcha tea extract is a very good source of antioxidants. It is not only good for your health, but you can also prepare a very nice DIY with it. So why the matcha tea or the green tea pack is it especially meant for those who have irritated skin. So usually I get a lot of calls from my patients who say that, oh, our skin is very sensitive, we don't know what to use. Time we go out in the sun, we feel that our skin gets exposed to a lot of sun exposure and it gets red and itchy. So green tea face pack is a great one for them. So what you need to do is just use about like 1 teaspoon of green tea with matcha, or you can also use something. If you don't have matcha, you can just open two green tea bags and empty the contents. So you empty the green tea bags inside the bowl. You can add fresh aloe vera to it. So we all have aloe vera inside our homes, and we know aloe vera has a property that not only soothes our skin but also calms it down. So mix your green tea with aloe vera juice. And if you feel your green tea is not getting emulsified nicely, you can add teeny mini amount of warm water to it. And if your skin is very, very dry, you can go ahead and even put in a little bit of your facial oil or maybe some coconut oil. So just mix it up together and apply it all over your face. So I'm going to repeat it for you guys who have just joined in. This is the DIY for skin which turns easily red and is sensitive. This is with green tea. You can either use matcha tea, the way I'm doing it over here, this is matcha tea, or you can use it with green tea. Just open up two green tea bags, empty the contents, add some aloe vera juice to it, or you can even add a little bit of warm water if you don't have aloe vera at home. Add in some facial oil if your skin is dry. Apply it on a clean, dry face. Let it sit on your face for at least 10 to 15 minutes, and then you can easily just wipe it off. Many times people do wait for their DIYs or their face packs to actually dry and become like cracky on their face before washing it. So I don't suggest that. You should not wait for that to happen. You should actually just remove it while it's still wet. Let it be on your skin only for 15-20 minutes and then wipe it off with a cold wash towel, or you can just use some warm water and use your fingers to remove it. So this was my first DIY. Now, the second DIY is for someone who has a lot of dry skin. I get many patients who tell me about dry skin, and for them, I have this oat flour recipe. So, yes, I put all my DIY ingredients in these small bottles because it's very easy for me to just, wake up in the morning and prepare something for my skin instantly rather than going back in the kitchen and looking for the stuff. So oat flour is nothing but just ground oats. If you don't have grounded oats and you just have those instant oats, just use 1 teaspoon of that oats. Add about 1 teaspoon of warm water to make it mushy and gooey. Just do that. And to the oats flour, you're going to add about half a teaspoon of honey. So this is honey, and we know honey is really, really good for not only hydrating your skin, but it has natural anti-inflammatory properties that will not only soothe your skin but also repair your skin. And to that, so you add your oats, you add the honey, and to that, then you add my favorite ingredient, curd. So, curd is very, very important for all of us, not only health wise, but also for your skin and hair, because it has the natural prebiotic and probiotic properties which helps maintain the skin flora. So So add these three ingredients for a dry, dehydrated skin, which is oats flour, or you can just mix in some instant oats with warm water, and then you add a little bit of honey, and to that you can add a little bit of curd. If you don't have curd at home or you want to save it and you don't want to waste it on your face packs, then you can also add maybe rose water to that. So that's also fine with me. So that was the DIY number 2 for you. Now, DIY number 3, which is for tan skin. A lot of us have tan skin, and I get a lot of inquiries from people that, Doc, what is the right way to exfoliate the skin? What is the right way to remove the tan? And that's where I will talk to you about rice flour. So we have been hearing about rice from various sources, that how good is rice for the skin and for hair, because it has natural properties. It has PABA, which is a natural sunblock. It has ferulic acid, which is a natural antioxidant. It has inositol, which is a natural amino acid, which helps repair the skin. So it has all these good things. So similarly, the way you prepare the oats flour, you can also prepare rice flour by just grinding the rice in the grinder. Use the rice like that. That becomes your rice flour. So you take the rice flour, about a teaspoon of rice flour, and then you add a little bit of coconut oil to it. So yes, we all have coconut oil at home. You add a little bit of coconut oil to it, and then to that you can add a pinch of turmeric. Turmeric is very important because it is a very natural anti-inflammatory agent. It will also help prevent acne. Just mix up all these three things together, apply it on a clean, dry face, and then you can rinse it off after some time. So these are my three go-to DIYs. Apart from that, I'm also going to talk to you something very interesting today, which is rice water. So this is the rice water that I've prepared for. I can't show it to you guys because it will actually just spill, but this is how it is. It's milky white. So you can prepare rice water at home in three ways. So one is of course just the soaked rice water, which is normally when you soak rice overnight and that liquid which is left behind, you can just use that as a hair rinse. It is an excellent conditioner that you can use, or you can also use it for just washing your face or dabbing on your face as a toner. Second type of the rice water is boiled rice water. So when you boil rice, the water which is left behind is the boiled rice water. So it is also very liquidy in its consistency, and you can again dilute it and use it in your hair packs, in your face packs. And the third form is the fermented rice water. So when you leave that rice water overnight in the fridge, it becomes fermented. So while fermented may be slightly more concentrated with all the good properties, it also has another ingredient inside, which is patricia. So it's very good for your skin and hair. It is protective, resurfacing. It can increase your hair growth. So for all the people who are working on their hair right now and they want to increase the volume of the hair, they can also use that. So there are three forms of rice water that you can start using for your hair and for your skin. And I personally love to use rice water just as a spray on the face sometime, or even I can make a hair pack. So whenever I have to make a hair pack, I would just add some rice water to it. Now, guys, I'm going to take some questions over here. I hope you're all downloaded the POPxo live app, and that's where I'm going to find all your questions. So keep sending in the questions. You can also follow me on Dr. Geetika on Instagram, and also at Isaac Lux, because that's where I practice. And we have clinics in Delhi and in Bombay. So that's where you can find us. Here, I'm gonna check the POPxo live right here. Downloaded the app. And I have a lot of questions here. DIY for the glowing skin. I have oily skin. How do you use rice water for hair? How do you use fermented rice water? Okay, so DIY for glowing skin. For glowing skin, you can actually use any of the DIYs that I have just said for the hair. You can use my third, the rice grounded rice face pack. That's actually one of my favorites if you just want to remove that tan. It's an excellent exfoliator as well. Something for the combination skin. So for the combination skin, again, rice hair face pack would be great. And if your skin is combination and sensitive, then I would use the green tea pack. So rice water for hair, I've actually just spoken about it. You can use it for a hair rinse. So in fact, people, if you have a lot of split ends, you can actually just soak in your split ends into that rice water. Leave it over for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then you wash it off. It will help not only close the cuticle, but also it protects the hair by forming a sheath over it. So it's a beautiful DIY. Any remedy for dark circles? So yes, for dark circles, you need to understand what is giving those dark circles. Are you not sleeping well? Because your beauty sleep is very, very important. Or is it that you have some deficiencies or vitamin supplementation is required? But you can also use green tea bags on your eyes. Stop sleeping on your face if you're doing that. And if you're using a lot of social media on your phone, make sure you apply sunblock, because the blue light which comes from your laptops or your phones, that's also actually harmful for the face and can cause dark circles. You can use potato slices, cucumber slices as simple DIYs at home. You can also just mix in a little bit of honey, milk, and saffron and use it just as a small patting liquid around your eyes. That is also an excellent DIY. So my hair are frizzy, what to do? So for frizzy hair, of course, the same thing again with the rice water. Just try and do that, because in China, of course, I was reading about it. People have used it to just make their hair even straighter. So people who have a lot of curly hair and they want to normally straighten up their hair, they use rice water. You can try that and do let me know if it really worked for you to straighten it up. But for frizzy hair, yes, you can use it as a post shampoo conditioner too. So after you have shampooed your hair, just apply it all over your scalp and hair, leave it on for 20 minutes, and then you rinse it off. Remedies for acne marks. So if you have acne marks, make sure you exfoliate your skin, you use the sunblock, increase the intake of vitamin C in your diet, because that will also help protect the skin. So, guys, I hope this was helpful for all of you. I have a lot of questions pouring in. I might just take one or two more questions. So, yes, someone is asking me what is the replacement for matcha. So, if you don't have matcha tea, then you can use any green tea. So, any green tea at home is equally good. You can just cut open the two green tea bags at least and just empty the contents. Mix it with some hot water, leave it in for at least 1 or 2 minutes so that all the goodness of the tea can come out, and then you can continue with the face pack. It's super easy. How to use fermented rice water? So never use the fermented rice water directly on your face or your hair, because it's a very concentrated form of the vitamins, minerals, and the actives inside. Always dilute it and then use it. You can actually use it in any which ways. People also drink it for healing their gut. You can use it as a toner, diluted form. You can use it as a hair rinse. You can also add it to your hair packs. That's what I generally do. So please tell the quantity of things used in dry skin DIY. So dry skin DIY was the oats one, so 2 teaspoons of the oatmeal, and then you add a little bit of curd to that and some coconut oil. That's all. Just make that consistency more pasty. You don't want it to be very fluid. So just make it pasty and you can use it on your face. So, any remedies for pores? So, pores is something we all have, but how clean you keep your skin, that makes the pores less visible. So, make sure you use the DIY number 3 at least once in a week so that your skin is clean and the pores would be less visible. Start adding some retinol in your skin regime, because that will also help tighten up the pores. And then we have more questions here. I'm facing a lot of hair fall. Please suggest something. So for hair fall, of course, the DIY I've suggested here would be very good with rice water. But to that, you can add fenugreek seed powder. So fenugreek is nothing but your methi seed. You can just soak it overnight. In the morning, make a paste out of it, and then add it to the rice water. Add a little bit of lemon, because sometimes that rice water residue tends to just leave on your hair. Just make a hair pack out of it, apply it on your scalp and your hair, because it will also help condition your hair better. Use it at least once or twice in a week and it will definitely help. Apart from that, I won't suggest you getting any blood checks done for now, but you can definitely go in and get some multi-hair vitamins like Caraglow, Eva, Folly Hair, Trichosphere. They're very easily available at a chemist shop. There is no harm taking them. Make sure you include a lot of veggies, seeds, and some green juices to improve your diet. Some omega fatty acids would be a great idea. So thanks, guys. The session was extremely interesting for me to do, and I hope you find it helpful. Please leave in a message and comment and do let us know how it was for you. Thank you.